exploring criticisms of the 12-step program, a balanced perspective. The 12-step program, initially developed by Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, has been a cornerstone of addiction recovery for nearly a century. It has provided hope and support to countless individuals worldwide. However, like any approach, it is not without its criticisms and skeptics. I'm going to explore some of the common criticisms of the 12-step program while also acknowledging its many strengths and successes. Criticism 1. Reliance on spirituality and a higher power. One of the most significant criticisms of the 12-step program is its spiritual component. The program's emphasis on surrendering to a higher power and acknowledging powerlessness over addiction can be challenging for individuals who do not have a religious or spiritual belief system. Critics argue that this spiritual aspect can alienate non-religious or atheist participants, making them feel excluded or uncomfortable. Response. While spirituality is a central component of the 12-step program, it is essential to note that the higher power concept is left open to individuals' interpretation. It doesn't require participants to adhere to any specific religious doctrine. Many people find that their higher power can be a force of nature, the collective wisdom of the group, or simply a representation of their own inner strength. Moreover, non-religious alternatives to the 12-step program, such as Smart Recovery, have emerged to address this criticism and provide a secular approach to recovery. Criticism number 2, lack of scientific evidence. Some critics argue that the 12-step program lacks a robust scientific basis. While many people have attested to its effectiveness anecdotally, the program has faced criticism for not adhering to the rigorous standards of evidence-based medicine. Skeptics claim that the program's success rates are difficult to measure objectively as it relies on self-reporting and lacks controlled clinical trials. Response. It's true that the 12-step program's effectiveness has not been extensively studied through traditional clinical trials, in part due to its anonymous and decentralised nature. However, research into specific elements of the program, such as a social support, mutual aid and cognitive behavioural aspects, has demonstrated positive outcomes. Additionally, some individuals respond well to the structure and principles of the program, and while it may not work for everyone, its impact on those it does help should not be dismissed. Criticism 3, the one-size-fits-all approach. Critics argue that the 12-step program's universal application may not be suitable for everyone. They contend that addiction is a complex and multifaceted issue, and a singular approach may not address the diverse needs of individuals. Some people may require a more tailored and individualised treatment plan that considers co-occurring mental health disorders, trauma or other factors contributing to their addiction. Response. It's true that the 12-step program may not be the best fit for everyone, and there is no one-size-fits-all solution to addiction. However, the program's universality also offers advantages by providing a readily available, cost-effective and accessible resource for those in need. Many addiction treatment centres offer a range of treatment modalities, allowing individuals to choose the approach that aligns with their specific needs and preferences. Criticism 4, low retention rates. Critics point out that the 12-step program often has a low retention rate, which makes individuals dropping out, with many individuals dropping out or relapsing. They argue that the attrition rate raises questions about the program's effectiveness and its ability to maintain long-term recovery for a significant number of participants. Response. While it's true that not everyone who attends 12-step meetings achieves long-term sobriety, low retention rates are not unique to this program. Addiction recovery can be a challenging and cyclical process, and relapse is a common part of the journey. However, many individuals who initially struggle with the program may return to it later and find success. The support and community provided by the program can play a vital role in recovery, even for those who experience setbacks. Criticism number 5, lack of professional guidance. Critics argue that the 12-step program often operates without the guidance of trained professionals such as therapists or counsellors. They suggest that while peer support is valuable, it may not be a sufficient replacement of evidence-based treatment methods delivered by trained clinicians. Response: the 12-step program is designed as a mutual support network and does not replace professional addiction treatment. In fact, many addiction treatment centres incorporate the 12-step program as a complementary component of their services. While peer support is essential, it is often most effective when combined with evidence-based therapies and medical interventions. It's crucial for individuals with addiction to have access to comprehensive treatment options that address both their physical and psychological needs. Conclusion: criticism of the 12-step program, like any approach to addiction recovery, is not unwarranted. It's essential to recognise that recovery is a highly individualised process, and what works for one person may not work for another. While the 12-step program has been immensely beneficial for many individuals and has contributed to their sobriety and personal growth, it may not resonate with everyone. Criticism should be viewed as an opportunity for constructive dialogue and improvement within the addiction recovery field. By acknowledging its limitations and adapting to address the diverse needs of those seeking help, the 12-step program and other approaches can continue to evolve and provide valuable resources for individuals on their path to recovery. Ultimately, the most important thing is to find an approach that works for the individual and supports their journey towards a healthier, substance-free life. Analysing criticisms of the SMART recovery program, a comprehensive examination. The SMART self-management and recovery program has gained recognition and popularity as an alternative to traditional 12-step programs for addiction recovery. While it has helped many individuals overcome addiction, it's not immune to criticism. Here I'll be exploring some common criticisms of the SMART recovery model, while also acknowledging its strengths and potential benefits. Criticism number 1, lack of widespread recognition. One of the primary criticisms of the SMART recovery program is that it lacks the widespread recognition and acceptance enjoyed by traditional 12-step programs like Alcoholics Anonymous AA and Narcotics Anonymous NA. Critics argue that this limited recognition can result in fewer resources and support for those seeking help through SMART recovery. Response: it is true that the SMART recovery program may not be as well known as the 12-step programs, but its recognition has been growing steadily. As more individuals seek alternatives to traditional approaches, SMART recovery has expanded its reach and resources. While it may not have the same level of historical presence, it offers a scientifically grounded and secular approach to recovery that appeals to many. Criticism number 2, emphasis on self-management. Some critics argue that the SMART recovery programs focus on self-management and personal responsibility may not be suitable for everyone, particularly those with severe addiction or co-occurring mental health disorders. They contend that individuals with more complex needs may require more intensive professional interventions. Response. Smart recovery acknowledges that addiction is a complex issue and may not be suitable for all individuals or all stages of addiction. The program is not meant to replace professional treatment but can complement it. It provides tools and strategies for self-management which can be particularly empowering for individuals in recovery. However, individuals with severe addiction or complex needs should consider a comprehensive treatment plan that may include professional therapy, medication, and peer support. Criticism number 3, lack of group consistency. Critics argue that the effectiveness of smart recovery can vary widely depending on the specific group and facilitator. The lack of standardised meetings and facilitator training may lead to consistent experiences for participants, making it challenging to maintain a cohesive program. Response. It is true that smart recovery groups may vary in terms of their structure and facilitation. However, the organisation provides training and resources to group facilitators to ensure that meetings adhere to the program's core principles. While there may be variations, the flexibility of smart recovery allows groups to adapt to the specific needs and preferences of their participants. Individuals seeking consistency can look for meetings with experienced facilitators who follow the program's guideline. Criticism number 4, limited accessibility. Critics contend that smart recovery meetings and resources may be less accessible in certain regions, particularly in rural areas or outside of major urban centres. This limited accessibility can pose challenges for individuals who do not have access to in-person meetings or trained facilitators. Response. Accessibility is a valid concern, and smart recovery acknowledges the need to expand its reach. In response, the program has developed online meetings and resources, making it more accessible to individuals in remote or underserved areas. Online meetings provide an additional option for those who cannot attend in-person meetings. While accessibility may still be a concern in some regions, efforts are ongoing to address the issue. Criticism number 5, lack of long-term data. Some critics argue that there is a lack of long-term data on the effectiveness of smart recovery compared to the traditional 12-step programs. They suggest that without comprehensive longitudinal studies, it is challenging to make definitive claims about the program's long-term success rates. Response. It is true that long-term data specific to smart recovery may be limited compared to the extensive research on 12-step programs. However, research on addiction treatment effectiveness can be challenging due to the anonymous and decentralised nature of many recovery programs. While there may be gaps in the literature, numerous individuals have reported success with smart recovery, and the program continues to gain recognition and support within the addiction treatment field. Criticism number 6, complexity of the tools and techniques. Critics argue that some of the tools and techniques offered by smart recovery may be too complex or cognitive for individuals who are early in recovery or have limited cognitive abilities. They contend that the program may not cater well to those with lower literacy levels or cognitive impairments. Response. Smart recovery recognises the importance of providing accessible tools and resources. While some techniques may involve cognitive aspects, the program encourages participants to adapt them to their individual needs and abilities. The emphasis on self-management and individuals can work with their facilitators or sponsors to simplify or modify techniques as needed. Additionally, Smart Recovery offers a range of resources, including worksheets and materials to support participants in their recovery journey. Conclusion. While the Smart Recovery Program has gained recognition and provided valuable support to many individuals seeking recovery, it is not without its criticisms. These criticisms raise valid concerns about accessibility, consistency, and long-term data. However, it is essential to recognise that no single approach to addiction recovery will be suitable for everyone. Smart Recovery offers a science-based and secular alternative to the traditional 12-step programs, appealing to individuals who may not resonate with the spiritual or religious elements of these programs. Ultimately, the choice of recovery program should be based on an individual's unique needs, values and preferences. Criticisms can serve as an opportunity for improvement, and organisations like Smart Recovery continue to evolve and expand their offerings to better meet the diverse needs of those seeking help for addiction. The role of benzodiazepines in hospital-based detoxification. Hospital-based detoxification is a critical component of addiction treatment, especially for individuals struggling with alcohol, cannabis and other substance use disorders. Benzodiazepines, a class of medications, play a crucial role in the detox process by managing withdrawal symptoms and preventing potential complications. In this clinical overview, we will explore how benzodiazepines work during detoxification from alcohol, cannabis and other substances in a hospital setting. Understanding the need for detoxification. Detoxification often refers to as detox is the initial phase of addiction treatment. It involves clearing the body of substances of abuse while managing the withdrawal symptoms that can arise when an individual stops using these substances. Withdrawal symptoms can vary widely depending on the substance and the severity of use. In some cases, withdrawal can be life-threatening, making it essential for certain individuals to undergo detox in a hospital setting. Benzodiazepines are a valuable tool in detoxification. Benzodiazepines are a class of medication commonly used in hospital-based detoxification programs. They exert their effects by enhancing the ability of gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, a neurotransmitter that inhibits brain activity. This action results in sedation, muscle relaxation and reduction in anxiety, which can help manage the symptoms of withdrawal for various substances. Alcohol detoxification and benzos. Alcohol withdrawal syndrome, AWS, can range from mild to severe with the potential for life-threatening complications such as delirium tremors, the DTs. For individuals with a history of heavy or chronic alcohol use, detoxification in a hospital setting is often recommended. Benzos are a cornerstone of alcohol detox due to their effectiveness in managing AWS symptoms. During alcohol detox, benzos like diazepam, Valium, lorazepam and Librium are frequently used. These medications can reduce anxiety and agitation, alleviates anxiety and agitation commonly seen during alcohol withdrawal. It prevents seizures. It manages the delirium tremens, which may occur, characterised by hallucinations, confusion and severe agitation. Benzos are a crucial part of managing the potential life-threatening conditioning. It also promotes sleep. Cannabis withdrawal and benzos. Cannabis withdrawal syndrome, though generally less severe than alcohol, can be an uncomfortable, challenging time for some individuals. The symptoms are irritability, insomnia, anxiety, and a loss of appetite. While benzos are not typically the first line of treatment for cannabis withdrawal, they may be considered in the case for severe insomnia and anxiety. Other substance withdrawal. Benzos can benefit in managing withdrawal from other substances such as opiates and stimulants. However, their use context is limited. Opiate withdrawal and stimulant withdrawal, although they can be used, are typically used not used as a first-line treatment. Key considerations in use of benzos. Why it's highly effective. it should be carefully considered because people can become addicted after 2 weeks. Individualised treatment. The choice of benzos dose should be individualised. The risk of dependence and medical supervision is needed. Gradual tapering off in many cases. In conclusion, they have a crucial role in hospital-based programs. People must be monitored and individualised.